Hello everybody, Jack Grealish to Manchester City is imminent. We've got all the details of that and we'll be talking about it and what it means for the rest of the Premier League and Man City in a moment. But first of all, a word from our sponsor. Hello everybody, today's show is sponsored by Freetrade. Freetrade is a trading app that makes it simple for beginners and experts to invest in stocks, shares. We've all tried those super complicated trading apps that make it so hard to understand what's going on and that you end up leaving after just a few days. Well, I'm pleased to report that the guys at Freetrade have made their app so user-friendly, even I can make it work. And I'll let you into a little bit of a secret actually. I didn't even know how TikTok works until Seb showed me the other day. So the fact that I could work Freetrade shows how simple it is to use. One of the things I hate about most trading apps is all the hidden fees. So it's very refreshing to see a trading app that has no hidden fees at all. It's nice to finally see a stockbroker with a model that you can trust. Freetrade currently works with over 700,000 investors and has been the winner of the British Bank Awards 2 years in a row, 2019 and 2020 for best online trading platform. So if you're interested in getting involved with some stocks and shares trading, then go to freetrade.io/Mark Goldbridge. The link is in the channel description. Set up a Freetrade account and get yourself a free share worth up to £200. As with all investing, your capital may go up as well as go down, and you may not get back the same amount you put in. Capital at risk. Thank you again to Freetrade for sponsoring the show. Now let's get on with the stream. So, Jack Grealish to Manchester City is imminent. Now, check back on this channel. I think it was 3 weeks ago. We mentioned that Jack Grealish to Manchester City was basically done. A lot of people didn't want to listen to that because obviously United stands. That's where I get a lot of my contacts. But look, some of these people I talk to, they're not Manchester United journalists. I had Fabrizio Romano on the show yesterday. A lot of people I speak to, not specifically focused on Manchester United. What I was told 3 weeks ago, I don't know what the video was that Jack Grealish to Manchester City was in a very advanced stage and basically was deal done time. Now, look, that might not happen, and to be honest, I won't lose any sleep over it because I'm not a Man City fan and I don't really want Grealish to go to Manchester City. But the news this morning is, from numerous outlets in the UK, that this is a very advanced stage. There's more likelihood that Jack Grealish is going to Man City than Harry Kane's going to Man City, even though they would like both. We'll talk about the both, but let's talk about Jack Grealish. This is a player that was linked to my club a year ago. I thought United would buy him. I would have took him a year ago. I think but a year later, I'd 100% take him. United not in the race for him and probably don't really have a place for Jack Grealish, which sounds ridiculous because I'd like a place for Grealish, but with the players that we've got, we probably, well, we're not going to be in the race. But what a deal this is for Jack Grealish if it happens. I mean, I like Grealish. I think he's one of those rare players that comes along every now and again that doesn't play for your club but ends up being a player that, you know, you really like. You know, you always get asked that question, don't you? What's your favourite player away from your club? And normally I'd go, I don't care. Not really bothered. I admire De Bruyne, you know, Van Dijk's a very good centre-back. But in Jack Grealish, there is a player that doesn't play for Manchester United and probably doesn't play for your club, Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever, Liverpool. But you probably do look at him and go, I just like the player. There's just something about him that's very likeable. And I think it's painful that he's going to probably go to Manchester City. But I've got to say, for him as an individual, what an achievement. And as a football fan, what an achievement. Because Pep Guardiola is considered the best, if not the best, definitely in the conversation for being the best manager in the world. He's not English. He's got no English bias. He manages Man City. He's more than happy to spend the money on bringing players in from abroad. So to spend and break his transfer record on someone like Jack Grealish and Harry Kane, which we'll talk about in a minute, but on Jack Grealish, who is an Aston Villa player who isn't really fancied by Southgate and the media are only just waking up to it. For Pep Guardiola to spot what we spot as football fans, that this is a baller, this is a play with technique, this is a player that Pep Guardiola wants to bring into his Man City side to help him win a Champions League when they've just won the Premier League. I think that, you know, you talk about respect, you talk about the ultimate verification. I mean, this is big. This is big. You know, this is blue tick time on Twitter. This is, well, anyone gets that now, to be fair. Even I've got it. But Pep Guardiola saying, I want you to come and play for my club to help me win the Champions League. And look, Jack Grealish loves Villa. Villa fans love Jack Grealish. I remember this happening numerous times over the years. The one that always comes back, it used to happen a lot more in the sort of late 80s, early 90s. Happened, you know, we had Paul Ince from West Ham to United, Roy Keane a few years later from Forest to Manchester United. Those players were big players for those clubs, but the step up, you got to respect it. And I think Villa fans don't want to lose Grealish, but the step up, Are Villa ever going to get Champions League football? Not really, are they? Man City, Champions League football. It's the perfect move for Grealish. Does he make them a better side? I mean, I'm not convinced he makes them, I'm not going to pack up my bags and say forget about it. I'm not doing any watch-alongs on That's Football this year. There's no point. Man City are going to run away with it. Man City could run away with it anyway. Man City ran away with it from Christmas last year. They didn't have Grealish then. So I think he's a fantastic player, and I think he will... From an England point of view, and look, I'm not in that England bubble at the moment, but he should be playing for England. He should be one of the first names on the team sheet. I think being at Aston Villa, snobbery in football has always been there. Because he plays for Villa and Mount plays for Chelsea and Foden plays for Man City and Sterling plays for Man City and Rashford plays for United and Sancho's now going to play for United, that subconsciously just puts Grealish down the pecking order. You put him in a Man City shirt, he goes to the top of the pile. So he's got to do it for his career. He's got to do it for his international career. He's got to do it to play in the Champions League. He's got to do it to go and win things. But it'll be a hard pull for Grealish to do that. But I think the satisfaction he will take is that I think Villa fans will say, I don't blame you. I think Aston Villa will get a lot of money out of it. And I think it's just the right thing to do. It'd be great if Villa could conquer Europe and win titles with Jack Grealish, and I'm sure he'd ideally like to do that. But Man City, let's see how long this is going to take. I spoke about this yesterday after Varane to United. I expect Man City and Chelsea to start doing things now. We're under 3 weeks out from the start of the season, and teams will want to be set. I was talking about this on the United stand this morning. United could start the season very well. We've got favourable fixtures. Man City and Chelsea, I expect them to start well, but they have got potentially difficult games in there. So I expect Man City to make this move. And of course, it's not a coincidence that Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, these players are now coming back from their holiday. United really had to squeeze Jadon Sancho in on a medical and everything before he went on holiday the day after England had been knocked out of the Euro, lost the Euros final. So Grealish, Man City probably just waiting a little bit. And it'll be a big signing. United fans, we can sit there and go, yeah, we've got Sancho, yeah, we've got Varane. Yeah, they're good signings. But when and if City announce Grealish, they're going to go, yeah, and the world will go, yeah, that's a big signing. And you know what? For City, it's a very clever signing as well, because I don't feel that City really resonates with the footballing world. Yeah, they're successful. Yeah, they've got a good team. Yeah, they've got good players. Yes, they've got a great manager. But they don't have that aura that United have, Liverpool have, even Arsenal have, Chelsea have. They don't have that wow factor. They don't have that social media sort of presence and, glamour. Grealish will give them that. It'd be worth the money for that. So looks like it's going to happen. Can't see him going anywhere else. Big signing, Jack Grealish to Man City. Let's see how long that takes to come out properly. But like I said, I was told this 3 or 4 weeks ago. So let's see if it comes to pass. With Harry Kane, Man City do want Harry Kane. Are they going to spend £150 million on Harry Kane and £90 million on Jack Grealish? I tell you, if they do, there's a video in that. What's happening to football, because Man City, free of financial restrictions, is going to be a very hard team to stop. Not only have they got the best manager in the world, the best squad in the world, arguably, they're also going and spending £250 million on 2 players. It's going to be a hard ask. But I would say again, you can only put 11 players on the pitch. It's about the coaching. Man City could have 11 of the best players in the world, but if they've not got a good coach, they wouldn't win the title. They've got a very good coach and they've got very good players. It will make them favourites. But do I think Harry Kane and Jack Grealish make Man City conquerors of the world, quadruple winners? Not really. They had good players on the width. They had Aguero. And I think Kane will make them better. And I think Jack Grealish will make them better. But I don't think it makes them unbeatable. And let's not forget, as good as Grealish and Kane are, they're not serial winners. They're coming to Man City to be winners. So there's, it's a bit of give and take. I think they bring a lot to the team if they get them, but I think also the team's got to help them become winners as well. So I don't think Chelsea or Liverpool or hopefully United are out of it just because Man City get those players. But the statements are big, and we know what Harry Kane can do in the Premier League, and I think I know what Grealish can do in a team where he's not the only one. So very interesting. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching, and check out Free Trade on the link in the video description.